Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I am very excited to have the wrestlers of Park City High School here in our studio, the Miners wrestling team, both boys and girls, and welcome to the show. It's great to have you guys here. First of all, down there at the end, we've got Tony Pelegrin, who's head coach. Next to him, David Maples, the assistant coach. And then Jacob's son, or excuse me, I should say Tony's son, Jacob Pelegrin, right here, who you're a senior and you're the captain.
Yeah.
All right. And then Cameron Shine, who's a junior. You qualified for state, and I'm excited to talk about that with you today. And then finally down here by me, Kaitlyn Wells, who finished third in girls state. And you're a junior and graduating. Good grief. I can hardly wait to talk about all this. All right. First of all, the big news is, of course, that state for the boys today.
That's
right.
Correct.
Tell me what you know, this at UVU, this is a big event. Tell me about your excitement about this and what you foresee happening.
Well, it's actually pretty nice. The wrestling program here in Park City obviously isn't as big as we would like. Probably the biggest thing is because of the snow that we have.
Yeah.
And so we compete with skiing and
of course you do.
And that. But I do appreciate the time so that we can actually represent some of the kids that actually do come out for the sport. Yeah, we've started out this year with 14 wrestlers. We ended the season with 13. We did have one injury, and so someone dropped out. We do have Cameron Shine, who made state his second year, which is actually pretty
Wow.
impressive, I think. So he'll be going down representing Park City today. We did have a number of kids that finished 9th and 10th. Basically, what they do from our division is they take the top 8.
Okay.
So we did have one that's an alternate, and we have several kids that actually placed 9 or 10. So that they just missed out. So.
Just barely. But that's a really good year, nonetheless. I mean, to get get somebody very, very close, that's really good. Those are good numbers.
It was a pretty good year overall, because most of our team is actually pretty young. And this year, actually, we half of our team was first-year wrestlers.
Wow.
So it was a good experience for them, and it's something that both Coach Maples and I are trying to encourage and promote the sport and promote the team.
Well, you're right. Competing with skiing has got to be a little difficult in a ski town. There's no doubt
Exactly.
about that, right? Parents have pushed all their kids to ski here, so we can imagine it's difficult to get them in a gym. But nonetheless, you do have the team is fairly decent sized, right? Altogether, how many do you have?
14.
14
we started
altogether.
the year, but right now we have 13.
Yeah. That's really good, and especially for what's arguably a pretty small school.
Correct.
Comparatively speaking. So who is the biggest competition for the Miners going into the state?
Well, right now the state is a combination of all this. We have the northern region and the southern region. North region is divisions who we go up against. Tooele, Stansbury,
Right.
and now Grantsville.
And those are. And we've seen this in every other sport too. Pretty tough teams actually out there.
The Stansbury does
Yeah.
has a good team. The Tooele team is a good size, and they're a rebuilding team too. They were pretty small a couple years ago. They were under some new coaching, and so they're building the team as we are. And there's some Ben Lohman is another one where they have bigger numbers, but again, it's just a matter of building the team. Once you get down up into like Bear River, they have a really powerhouse team. And then right now, when we go to state, we're going in with Juab and Payson and those will be some
teams.
Some places that don't have skiing.
Yeah. So you get some good farm kids, and then they're big
Some
and
farm
they're strong.
boys, yeah. Those, big cow milking hands, and they're tough kids. Yeah, we know what you're talking about. It's tough. Let's talk about. I want to switch down here to Kaitlyn for a minute. Let's switch it up a little bit. I'm really excited for you. This was a good year for you. Talk about that. Talk about state and what that was like competing.
It was kind of scary. Like there's like a lot of people in the gym and a lot of like stuff going on like while it was happening. And it was actually at the same time as divisions.
Yeah.
So coach couldn't even be there for the first couple matches. And yeah, I don't know. It was just
A good time for you, though. You did well. Talk about the fact you're graduating early. I want to talk about that a little bit. I think academics are so much a part of the sport as well. Academically, you've been rocking it out then. I mean, you're getting ready to graduate early. So talk about that.
Yeah, since I've done like wrestling and other sports, like I got some of those like PE and elective credits out of the way.
Yeah.
So all I have to do to graduate is just take like a couple online classes.
How about that? So will you be taking the year off and going to college early? What's your plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to college next year.
Really? And where are you going to be going?
University of Utah.
University of Utah. Excellent. All right. Let's move down here for just a moment. I'm sorry. I said Kaitlyn, but it's Kate, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. My apologies, Kate. So first of all, Cameron, tell me a little bit about what you're excited about with state coming up, because this obviously for you is it a little bit of a nervous time, or you a little queasy this morning?
Yeah. Well, I've been checking the brackets, and I know the first guy I'm wrestling is really good, so I'm a little nervous about that, but I think it's going to be a really good experience. I think I'm going to like definitely gain a lot from it, from like wrestling some of the best kids in the state. So
when you know you're going up against somebody that's pretty tough like that right out of the gate, what's usually the plan? How do you manage that?
Well, I don't think I've ever wrestled anyone this good, so I don't know.
Wow. So do you go defensive? Do you try to get him early? Get in early.
I think I'm going to go a little more defensive today.
Okay.
I know he got a lot of fast pins in his matches, so I'm just going to try to like
keep him from doing that.
Yeah.
Right. Keep him from pinning me is every bit as good as going after it for a win. Mm-hmm. All right. And then if he screws something up,
yeah,
you strike.
Oh yeah.
Is that the plan?
That's the plan.
Okay.
Catch
I
him.
like this. Yeah, catch him. All right. So your experience up till this point, how long have you been wrestling?
This is my second year.
Okay. Wow. And here you are. That's impressive.
Thank you.
Do you look back on that and think of any one thing that kind of tipped the scales for you to get to where you're at?
I don't know. I mean, I guess my first tournament last year, I wrestled a kid and I like just got brutally destroyed like the whole match.
Yeah.
And I was like, that really sucked. I don't really want to do that again. So like, just kind of, I don't know, try to get better. So
The motivation of losing hard.
Yeah, hard, yeah.
Okay.
Bad.
That definitely will drive you, and that's working for you.
So far.
This is good. Well, I'm hoping today is a banner day for you.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah. You're gonna get those nerves out. How are you gonna get that out?
I don't know. I warm up for like a long time for my match,
Yeah.
and I kind of think that helps to like get moving,
Yeah.
get some sweat going.
Now, are you an angry? Do you bring the anger, or do you just go calm?
No.
No.
You're the calm, aren't you?
I'm not really an angry wrestler.
Nicest wrestler ever.
Yeah.
He's the Buddha of wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Maybe I'll try to get a little anger going today.
All right, Cameron, I suggest taking the middle way.
All right, thank you.
All right. Let's move down to Jacob for a minute. So I got to ask you. I mean, the obvious question. Your dad must be proud to be coaching you. That's got to be awesome. Talk about that from the perspective of his son.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah? I mean, is it tougher? Do you feel more pressure?
Not really. I'm just doing it for like wrestling's sake.
Yeah, it's for you.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to be above and beyond and with it, or just because my dad's coaching. Like I'll just treat it like any other sport.
That's good.
So.
And with your teammates, you're the captain. Talk
Yeah.
about how you motivate that team. How are you doing that?
Well,
Seems like a sense of humor is kind of your thing.
Yeah.
Am I right?
yeah. Well, he's got a good sense of humor, so I can't take after that.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty small team, so it's kind of like a family, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're not too strict with people, but it's like if people are like screwing around, we'll just like make a joke and get them back in the game, and like so yeah, we just joke around with each other a lot to get each other motivated and stuff.
I like it. Yeah, that seems like the best way to do it. That's a good approach,
Yeah.
right? that's probably worked real well for you, right?
Yeah.
That fits right in. I can see how there might be some family dynamics here. That's certainly true. I always think with the assistant coach, that's the guy who seems is always the one that's, where coach can get a little angry, assistant coach is like, it's all right, get back in there. Is that you? Is that what you're like? Talk to me about that.
I don't know. We have our moments where each one of us is stricter than the other one.
Yeah.
We help each other out, both on the technique side and then just leading the team. But like Jacob said, we're a close group of friends, and we screw around a lot. But when it comes time to get serious, Tony makes sure that happens.
Why do you love the sport?
I wrestled in high school, wrestled a little bit in college. There's nothing like being on the mat, you against one other person. It's a phenomenal feeling to win, and it, like Cameron said, it sucks to lose, and that motivates most of us to get better.
Yeah, I mean, you have time to think about that loss, or somebody's pinning you, right?
Unfortunately,
That's
if you
gotta
can
be
see the
tough,
ceiling, it's a bad thing.
right?
That seems like forever.
I'm sure. And then your hopes for these young people as they move on from the sport and from school and on to college. What are your hopes for them? You guys can both field this for me.
Wrestling is a great preparatory for all things because it is such an individual sport. It's such an intense sport. I think it's a good application for a job. I wrestled in high school. I went to state in high school. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the same sentiment. I think wrestling is one of the precursors for everything that you see in life. I mean, again, you go out there and you're on your own. How you react is the way you're going to react the rest of your life. If you either step up and face your challenges, just like Cameron's going to have to do today. I mean, even though he knows the kid went to nationals. And was a state qualifier or state finisher last year. That's who he has to. That's who he has to face. I mean, and it's because of that I like wrestling. I mean, you have to face. There's nobody there left to help you. I mean, we coach from the sidelines, but once you step on the mat, you're kind of there face to face with whoever's in front of you, and you have to face it one on one.
You've got to go for it. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you today. Don't let any of this get to you, right? You just did television. The rest of it's easy, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, and I wish you the very best. I want to thank all of you. Kaitlyn Wells, Cameron Shine, and we've got Jacob Pelegrin down there. Thank you, guys. We're going to come back with a couple more of the wrestlers. Thank you guys for being here, and good luck to you in your continued, in your future. I'm really excited for all of you. We got a lot more coming up here on the Mountain Morning Show. More of the wrestlers, more of Park City Television, all of it right here. We'll be right back.